at a leaders meeting in my church, I met Folakemi Oloye, and then she told me about Wave. But prior to that time, pastor friend of mine, her name is Mena Kwale, she told me about Folakemi, or she told us about Wave and Folakemi. And so I spoke to Folakemi, and Folakemi introduced me to Noella, who called and came over to the office, and she basically told us about Wave, and we immediately caught on the wing.
What drove the interest?
The fact that they have a program that suits what we do was the key, because Wave is interested in emancipating the youth, providing job employment opportunities for them, and that is one of the things that we try to do in Mount Zion. Mount Zion is a mission church, and one of the things that we do is we try to offer some kind of succor, some level of succor to the people that we meet, and the demography of the people that we initially were focusing on were the less privileged in the society, the area boys, prostitutes, prostitutes, and all that stuff. So what we do is we get them, speak to them, clean them up, and try to place them, try to give them some opportunity to excel in life. And Wave has a program, or is fashioned in such manner. So it was just like a
perfect match,
a friendship bet in heaven. So it was just a one-off key. We just keyed into the vision, and here we are, the second series.
How are you able to sell the program to Wave potential applicants?
We do a one-on-one interaction, because we come across a whole lot of them. The people who seemingly are looking for jobs, and in fact, they are frustrated, they don't know what to do. So we just tell them about these opportunities, amongst other opportunities that Mount Zion has. So we tell them about this opportunity. There's an organization that is willing to train you to be employable. You understand? So it's not about just giving you a job. You should be able to fit the bill of what the employer will need, you understand? And that way they stand a better chance of grabbing any job that is available. And the people the key into it.
Okay. How was the first series?
The first series was awesome, because the first series being a new program for the church. The church had already done some levels of job creation or job awareness. We've done a job fair prior to that time, but this was a job employment and placement opportunity seminar. So it was kind of different, you understand. There we did a job fair where we collected information of the people and then tried on our own to just give them job without training them. But this one, it's a different thing. They take you through an intensive coaching program. So it was a different ball game. So the attendance, the subsequent training, and then the graduation, it was awesome. It was off the.
Has there been any meaningful impact on the first graduates?
Well, meaningful impact. We will be able to measure that impact. You understand? We'll be able to measure that impact based on, let's say, immediate one-on-one community interaction with the participant. Because we have, for example, we're in Aro right now. We have 1 or 2 graduates from Wave in Aro, and they have been able to positively impact their immediate community just by the fact that they are now working and earning. Do you understand? So the usual lay back, don't care attitude is no longer there. You understand? So people see this change, and I tell you, they wish to be like these people. You understand? They may not outwardly want to indicate, but in their minds of heart, they want to, and they show interest. They want to come close. I think that's a good thing.
Okay. So was that the drive for the second series?
That's not the drive. The fact that the Lord has said, we should go out there and disciple all nations. Whatever you do, whatsoever you do to the least of my brother, that's what you do unto me. You understand? When he or she was hungry, you gave them food to eat, you gave them clothes. So the idea of Mount Zion is that, you understand, we need to go and disciple and love our neighbor. So if you love your neighbor, you will not want to see he or her go hungry. You want to provide as much succor as you can. Okay, so there's an academy, a group of people who you know you can partner with. You understand? And together you can provide that thing that the Bible says you should provide. Oh, you should by all means take advantage of such a situation.
Okay, fantastic. So do you see this as becoming a regular activity, future partnership?
Not only being a regular activity, I'm thinking, or rather we are thinking of actually sitting down with Wave and seeing how we can develop this partnership, this initiative, and really take it into the inner cities, because we have a whole lot of wants and needs in these sort of communities. And I tell you this, in Lekki, we only see the expressway with all the big houses and everything. We don't see what goes on in inner communities like this, and there are a whole lot. There are a whole lot. So with thousands of people, your mates, your drivers, your cleaners, they all come from these areas. You understand? And then if we cannot, clean out these people, you understand? We are employing potential danger. So they need such, you understand, in conjunction with the church, and then some level-headed training and coaching. I think the society needs it, government needs to key into it, you understand. It's the potential for this to grow exponentially. These are things that we need to do.
Okay. So your advice to churches or other potential channels where Wave can key into, what would your advice be to people like you who are?
Not all the demography of a church will determine their participation in a program like this. Not all churches have the wherewithal, neither do they have the mind in participate in such, because programs like this, according to your facilities, needs more passion. You need to have the passion to want to change the going on in the society for you to be able to get yourself involved in things like this. So you put that aside. The wherewithal, you understand? Whether you like it or not, it takes a little bit of finance on both sides to get things like this done. You understand? Government, other churches, private individuals, NGOs, I think this is a tremendous opportunity for them to impact their societies. It's not all about the talk, you understand? It's okay to talk, you understand, and point out the ills. But what are you doing about the ills? You understand? One of the ways that I think we can eradicate maybe crime and many of the decadence we find is when the people, especially the youth, are gainfully employed. Now, we're not talking about bank multi-million naira jobs. We're talking about the basic jobs that can allow them eat, clothes, house, just basic, afford the basic as a youth man or as a young girl. You understand? When a young girl is earning, she knows that she can live within that earnings. You understand? She will not go and prostitute. You understand? When a young man is earning and he knows he can, he will not go and rob. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's it. And so many times you talk to these people, they have the abilities, but they are just they are beaten. You understand? So they just want to just lie down and die. They don't have the zeal, the will. They don't have the prompting to want to even attempt it. You understand? But with an organization like Wave and churches like Mount Zion, we find that we've been able to spark, we've been able to activate this interest in them, for them to come alive again, to realize that their life is much more than just sitting back and just smoking and drinking and wasting away. Do you understand me? So the opportunity is tremendous. Government, individuals, organizations, they should have banks, in their social responsibility, they should create venues where they can give back to the society, sponsor. There are sponsorships for orphan kids, for disadvantaged kids. There's so much that people can do. This is just like the tip of the iceberg. More than this, much more than this.
What would your parting shots to job seekers be?
Look for a Wave outlet. Join up with Wave. I don't know any other organization that's offering this kind of service. So if I were to advise, I would say go on the internet, stop wasting your time.